Welcome to Land of House. I'm Seth. ORTUR just sent over the Laser Master 3 LE. This is a 10-watt laser engraver. They also sent over the Enclosure, which is behind me over here, the engraving base, and also an air assist. Let's do an overview of all of these and then jump into the first project using this laser engraver. Let's begin by talking about the Enclosure. Now, an Enclosure is not required to operate the laser, but having used the laser without an Enclosure is pretty much required. If you want to extract the fumes, the smoke, all the nasty stuff that you don't want to be breathing in out the window, then it's definitely going to be important to have an Enclosure. So we'll take a closer look at this. It also helps you to not stare at that laser as you're babysitting your work in here in the shop. So keep that in mind, that it's very nice to extract that fume, and also it's a dark and very thick enclosure, so it helps protect your eyes as well. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Let's take a tour around this enclosure. So the base or frame of this enclosure is an aluminum bar system that's actually quite easy to install by using these snaps, as you can see back here in the back. You've got your two side pieces, the back, and there's also one here in the front. In order to keep the door from collapsing, there are bars that also go across there and right here under this flap. Now, the main purpose for this enclosure is to take the fumes out, and so you've got a fan back here in the back that has a hose connected on this side right here. And this hose, it's about 5 foot long, and if you needed to add more to it, you could, but that will take the fumes outside. I'm going to be building a little pass-through hole right here for the future. Now, this also has a light which can be found up under here. It's quite bright and actually really nice to be able to see your work. Now, the Laser Master 3 LE has an input-output port which allows you to run these through software, but I opted to use the switch that was included with a wall plug. The wall plug was not included, but that will turn this on by just using grid power. There's the exhaust fan, and there's the light up there. It's really nice and bright. It helps you to see your work whenever this enclosure is closed up here. Turn that off for noise purposes. Okay, so in order to get air into this enclosure, this flap will blow up whenever that fan is on, and whenever the fan is off, it just rests down like that. The enclosure also has Velcro tabs, which lets you pass power cords and air assist tubes through, and that can be Velcroed back closed if need be. Now, for the last thing here, it has a zipper closure, so you can zip this thing all the way down and close it on both sides, just like that. And then there is a window that can be zipped open or closed, and you can then look in there. So if I turn that light back on, you can now look in there and see your work as you have it going. And then whenever you don't need that, I recommend getting this fully closed so that you can take your safety goggles off if you need to. All right, and that concludes the enclosure. If you want to watch a full assembly of this, I'll have a video link in the description down below. I have not opened up the base yet, so let's do this in real time. Now, this is not your typical honeycomb style base. Sometimes you'll see ads for laser engravers and they just show the engraver itself, but to be honest, you really need to have all the stuff to be effective. You need to have the enclosure, you need to have the base for cutting, you also need to have the air assist as well, otherwise you'll have a lot of charring and issues that way. The corners have these protective plastic pieces on them that I'm just removing here. There are 5 panels here with the ridges on the top side and flat on the bottom side. So these right here are going to be the front and back supports here. So I'm going to flip this over to the back side and also flip this to the back, line this up with those holes, and then this comes with a bunch of really tiny Phillips head screws, and I'm going to get this put in here. Well, I can see why they want to package it this way for a small box in shipping, but it's going to take me some time to get this done. So anyway, I'll bring you back once I get all of these panels screwed into this front and back support here. I just finished getting all of those screws installed. They were a bit tricky, but it is done now. So flip this over. Now you can install this little guide. So it has a track that slides up and down this way or this way, and you can do consistent cuts here from this point. But I think I'm probably going to move or remove that for the majority of the work that I do with this laser. But for now, we'll keep it on just to keep it into position. All right, there we go. Now let's take a look at the laser itself. I've got a video in the description down below for the assembly of this unit, but this is the 10 watt ORTUR Laser Master 3 LE with the 10 watt laser up here. So let's just take a little tour around this thing real quick. Here on the front, you can see the ORTUR logo with Laser Master 3 LE. The power button is up here. It will have lights that will indicate different status of the machine. Over here on this side, you got your Wi-Fi antenna, also the power port and USB. The main data cable comes out from this side and circles around over here, where you will find the X stepper motor. You've got your 10 watt laser over here, and then if you look up under here, you can see there's a Y stepper motor there, and the other Y is over here. And the back of the unit is pretty straightforward, just empty there. And your belts are up under here. Now if you want to see that video of the assembly, you can get more detailed that way and see what this looks like up more closely. All right, now if you want to adjust the laser, you can bring down the little kickstand for focus. And to do that, you just spin this little knob right here to lift that up or down. Let's go ahead and get the laser set into the enclosure here so we can begin our first test. I decided to go ahead and connect the air assist tube here, which means I also had to put the included cone on down here to allow that nozzle to direct the air as it should. So for our first project, I've got some 1/8 inch Baltic birch plywood here. I'm going to just set this down into position, and then we can make sure that this is focused with the kickstand. I'm going to push that out, spin the screw there, make sure that touches down here, tighten that back up, kick the kickstand out of the way. So now we are focused onto this plywood. So let's go over to the computer now and pick out something that we want to work with. To turn the laser on, I'm going to hold down the power button for a second, release that, and it will now turn the unit on and connect to the computer. I'm here in Lightburn where I'm going to start my first design. So let's go ahead and click the text tool and go ahead and type in something here. Seems pretty good just to say land to house. And let's move this down here a little bit. So this is where I want this to begin engraving. And now I'm going to click over here into the layers and the cut. And this is going to fill this at 150 speed and 80% power. That should be fine for this laser engraving here. All right, now I'm going to take this little tool right here, and wherever I click this is where it's going to position the laser. So there we go. That's where it's going to begin engraving this lettering. Which means we need to position our material into a spot where it can do that engraving. Now that I have Lightburn prepared to send this land to house text over to the laser, let's get everything set up so that it's ready. All right, first of all, safety glasses on before I push start. I'm going to turn on the enclosure fan and light. There we go, that's running. And now I'm going to be using the Diwali air assist. Let's turn that on. We have the laser in the position we want. It's going to start putting the text out over here. All right, now it's time to get this enclosure all battened down here. And now push start on Lightburn. The first project just finished up. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the air assist. Alright, I can also turn off the exhaust fan. Now let's open this up and see how well this did. Very nice. Check that out. Let me go over here and move the laser out of the way real quick. Now you could do this just by moving it. There we go. Move that out of the way. Okay, how do we do here on our first laser engraving? Very nice. So as you can see, this setup has engraved this very well. Let's go ahead and do a cut test, and then we will wrap up this video. If you want to watch the other videos on this laser or enclosure, remember I have those links down below. Let's head back over to the computer and change our design to have something cut through this 1/8" plywood. Let's get rid of the words land to house here and just do a regular old square. So let's get something like this right here. And now let's go up here and click on our fill and change this from fill to a line. And we're going to do one pass, and let's cut this at, let's say, a speed of 5, and then let's do 70 on the power. Oops. There we go, 5 and 70. And let's just do one pass for now and see how well this does. I'm going to take our position and place it right here. And that should be good to go. Same as before, I'm going to turn on my light and my exhaust fan, get the air assist going, and close this up again, because whenever you cut through material, it will definitely have more of those fumes than when you're just engraving. Alright, this time I'm going to open up the window to full so we can see what's going on in here. Alright, let me start this cut. May not be enough to get through there. Let's see how it did. I changed the speed down to 3 millimeters per second and did 3 passes at 80% power. So let's see how well that performs. It's going to be a lot slower, and it's going to go around there 3 times. Let's see how we did on that cut. Aha! We are through. There we go. So we have a nice cutout piece from this right here. Now that was just something I had on the back side of this, but very cool. Well, I like it a lot. It's done well. And there we go. That's my basic introduction to the Ortur Laser Master 3 LE laser engraver with the enclosure, the air assist, and also the cutting base. Hopefully you found some of this information helpful. Like I've said before, if you want to watch the assembly of either the enclosure or the laser engraver, I will have those links down below. Now if you want to pick up any of these items out of this kit, I will have those links down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Seth with Land to House, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.